Guys are about to see is Alex Jones going after a bunch of different people, mainly Joe Rogan and Cenk Uygur and the Young Turks. He's very pissed. He's very angry because he feels very attacked by Joe Rogan for making fun of him. And Joe Rogan, I don't really know why he's friends with Alex Jones. The dude's a kook. But anyways, what you're about to see is Alex Jones going after all the following people. Let me know what you guys think. Check out that video right here.
The job of being the president has got to be so insanely demanding. The idea that he's taking a few moments out of his day, he's got his feet up on the chair with a laptop, and he's on Infowars.com. He's like, I got to call Alex and find out what's going on with this child slavery thing on Mars. You know?
Right. Alex, where are these slaves? Tell me where. We're on Mars.
I think it benefits everyone to think that Alex, because it makes Trump look bad.
Yeah.
So it benefits people on the left to say that Alex is connected to Trump.
Yeah.
It kind of benefits Alex, I think, for people to think it too.
All right, let's stop right there. I just watched a few of them, and I said, what's this? And I knew what it was when I saw it. It was the Young Turks going, Trump gives military equipment, including grenade launchers, to the police. And I knew when I watched it, she'd say, give grenade launchers to shoot people with grenades. It's the old Army-Navy surplus program going back 50 years. You can argue whether it's good or bad, but they weren't giving grenades for grenade launchers. They're giving them tear gas grenades. But see, leave that out. My gosh, Trump's giving grenades to the police. But it's the way this dirty Soros, Hillary-funded, deal that helped spike the election for Sanders. They got paid $20 million to do that, reportedly. And they just sit up there with the Young Turks name that was the fascist group in World War I that killed every Christian in Turkey. The Armenian genocide, which he says didn't happen and makes a joke out of. It's just like, they're calling me a fascist and Trump a fascist, and there's a big oily fascist making jokes about human-animal experimentation, knowing full well it's all real. But the talking point put up on Media Matters is that I said that there are creatures that are 240% something. Didn't say they were 80% this, 80% that, 80% this. I said they're all sword 20% pig. They knew what I was doing, but they edited it to make it sound like I'm completely insane. And this is how they deceive. Now, Joe can just see all the demonization and all the attacks, and it's just kind of fun. Oh, Alex is a good guy, but yeah, he did make up the Mars bases, and yeah, he does make up false flags and stuff, and it's okay. It's just that I then don't really get a chance to respond to that on his show, so I'm responding to it here just for the record. But it's the Young Turks. I don't know why he lets the female co-host, because he supports it, not be on there without a hood over her head with his Hillary money and the rest of it, and the Linda Sarsour garbage. But they're lying to you. Now, here's Joe with his backhanded slaps, which, again, I like Joe. You know somebody that long? He's funny. He's smart. Great guy. Used to have him more like a comedy show podcast. Now he's being the serious kind of, crossroads of liberal and conservatism and having these big intellectual discussions and everything. And it's easy to sit up on the mountain and, oh, Alex says that Jewish actors did Charlottesville. Didn't say that. Or Alex says there's slave bases on the moon or on Mars. Didn't say that. But I understand, that just read a mainstream headline and just kind of go with it. But Joe's smarter than that. He knows they're lying or taking it out of context. He knows it's a cheap shot, but that's fine. Because I'm getting talked about, and there's 15 TV shows about me and all this demonization and attacks because I identified globalism, I identified the NSA grid, I identified the chimeras, I identified the chemicals in the water,